reading the craziest Walmart stories.
Let's go!
Employees of Walmart, what is the weirdest thing you've seen at work? And we have a comment from a deleted user. It says, this one time, while working in electronics, this dude came up to one of my coworkers and said he cut himself on one of the displays and that he needed medical attention. What display?
Oh no, what an issue.
We threw a crappy off-brand Band-Aid on his cut and sent him on his way. A couple hours later, I noticed something wedged in between two of the displays, and I pulled it out. It was an empty, prepaid phone case with a large slit down the side of the plastic mold and a blood stain on the exposed cardboard packaging. It turns out the guy had cut his hand open while trying to steal one of our phones and had the audacity to ask us for help.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Hey, crime never pays.
He literally was probably trying to get the phone. Couldn't do it. Cut himself. You know what this could be? A lawsuit. Oh, one of your displays physically attacked me.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
Blood has been spilled.
I can get more than just a prepaid phone. I can get a lawsuit.
But all he got was a SpongeBob Band-Aid.
And guys, this episode is going to look a little different. We are reading crazy Walmart stories from Reddit and you guys. If you have any crazy retail stories, please comment them down below. And I'm Dakota.
I'm Angie.
I'm Keon.
And this next comment says, from Dr. Dalek 987, one time, two wasted guys came in one night around 2 a.m. and went to the food section to get a couple boxes of Cheez-Its, a case of Dr. Pepper, and beef jerky.
Dinner of champions.
Those guys got taste.
Moment
Oh,
of
yeah.
silence.
No, it's not over yet.
They went to the toy section and sat in the floor playing with toys. They opened a box of the City Legos, the Firehouse set.
These guys know how to have a good time. I'm not going to lie. These guys know what they want, and they came in wanting what they wanted.
Care to leave Walmart first?
If you open the box there and put it together before they tell you to stop, then legally you don't have to pay for
You're like,
it.
we made a display for you.
Yeah.
If you can make this Lego set in under an hour, it's yours to keep.
By the time the police showed up, they were halfway through building the set.
Damn, they're so slow.
And then the police sit down and keep building it with them.
No, the police get mad because they're building the Firehouse set.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what, are you building our ops? Our ops? Why are you building the police station set?
Come on.
Before they were arrested, they gave my manager $200 for any damages and another $100 to keep their Lego set because they would need something to do in jail for the night.
These guys are too chill. I'm not going to lie. These guys are way too chill.
What? Why did they get arrested? They seem so chill.
Oh my
They just
God.
wanted Cheez-Its, Dr. Pepper, beef jerky, and Legos.
They're honestly, this is just like an alternate ending to the movie Big. Where it's just 10-year-old grows into like adult man,
Spoiler.
lives out the best life.
Yeah,
This is that.
This is the modern day. Is this the modern day Big?
I think so.
modern day Big. This was Tom Hanks was one of the people there in this story. The best part is my manager didn't want to call the cops, but did just to cover our bases. He let them sit there for about 45 minutes before he called the cops. The guys just wanted to build them some Legos, I guess.
I'm telling you right now, if I were the manager there, I'm like, you guys seem chill. Could I build those with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not like ripping things
But
up
like,
and
pay,
destroying
but
the
like,
store.
you gotta pay for that. But like, you guys want to hang out?
Just like go pay for it really quick and then I'll be right back.
Can
I'll
I
hold my
build the
spot.
red pieces?
You mean the entire set?
No, it's all red.
You mean the best part of the set?
It's just mostly red.
Can I put all the stickers on? That's my job.
Yeah, I'm a sticker placer. Well, we've got another comment here from Hipception. Is it like a hip within a hip?
Sounds like it.
Not necessarily funny, but definitely crazy. I worked in the bakery.
Oh, you crazy girl.
Funny. I helped a wonderful older woman named Rose make birthday cakes and such. She put 110% in everything she did and absolutely loved her job, and I loved working with
That's
her.
a terrible way to proportion in a bakery, by the way. 110%? That's over 100%. That thing's gonna be not looking good.
It's gonna be dry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. When you're talking about baking, you need to follow your instructions.
There's specific measurements.
100%.
Yeah, Rose. Take that old lady Rose.
Yeah, come on, Rose. Get it together.
Come on.
You've been around long enough. Anyway, sorry, Rose. After spending hours working, we made a multi-tiered Avenger-themed birthday cake for an 8-year-old.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
No pics of the cake?
Pics or didn't happen?
This cake was amazing and beautiful, not something you'd usually see in a Walmart. We were proud of this thing and couldn't wait until the customer saw it. She was getting a masterpiece for next to nothing at $20. When the customer finally came, I placed the cake box in her hands. She looked at the cake for a good 10 seconds in her hands and scowled. Then it fell. She just let go of it.
Oh my God, crime. I would do so much crime.
I'd be utterly bewildered. Wow. Dude, Rose about to throw hands.
Dude, for real.
She pushed that man off of that door when they sank in the Atlantic, and now she's about to push you off the door.
Wink, wink.
It fell with a splat on the ground, and Rose let out a small cry when she saw her masterpiece ruined on the ground.
Yeah,
I would let out a small cry.
that's terrible.
Ugh. The woman began yelling at me for not putting it in her hands very well, despite her having held it firmly and perfectly still in her hands for quite some time.
Oh my God.
I just stared at her dumbly as she went on a rant about how dumb I was, how I couldn't make cakes to save my life, and that she demanded another, better cake for absolutely free.
Oh my God.
That's all this was? It was you're scheming for a free cake from
A
Walmart?
$20 cake.
$20.
$20?
And she wants a better one than the masterpiece that Rose and you just created?
I'm going to point you to the cake mix aisle, and I'm going to say, you can go bake your cake over there. That's fine.
I would start throwing cake mix boxes at her.
Yeah.
Take your cake, just take it.
I would just start throwing eggs.
You need those for cake.
I'm throwing milk.
Throw all of it.
I'm taking a big gulp of milk, and I'm going, I'm spitting it all over.
Open the cake mix box, throw the powder at her.
Then this woman asked to see my manager. My manager, not wanting a fuss, agreed to give her the cake and refunded her purchase.
It's the policy of the customer is always right, I bet.
Your manager is what's wrong with the world, as well as this woman.
I would quit on the spot.
I would too.
I would quit on the spot and start picking up that cake and throwing it at her. Because guess what? I'm already done. You can't fire me now.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Oh, sorry. Oh, call the cops because I'm throwing cake at you.
And it's like, what's going to happen? She's going to put a negative review on a Walmart.
Yeah.
Like, what is that going to do?
Dude, that's like actually what I would start doing. I don't need to work at Walmart. I need to throw cake at this woman.
This is a bad manager. Manager does not have his team members' backs. Bad manager. After the woman was gone, Rose vouched for me and said it wasn't my fault. She asked that I stay with her and stay in the bakery. My manager was somewhat understanding, but I was moved to Walmart, aka cashiering, a few days later. And that is the end of that comment.
My heart goes out to you and Rose. May you live forever on that door.
I was gonna say, you and Rose, go start your own bakery.
Honestly,
Yeah, start your own multi-tiered Avengers cake-based cake factory.
if they are willing to pay over $100 for that amazing cake, then they're not gonna pull this crap.
And Ezekiel says that customer is a dumbass. Is she? 'Cause she got a free cake. And so I think it's the manager. Out of all the people, the dumbest people in there are the manager who just let her get away with this.
I mean, we're definitely giving her like a bad cake, right?
Right, we
Like
gotta
that free
give her
cake is
the
gonna be
worst cake.
bad. It's gotta be.
Just give her all the ingredients for a cake in a box, just like mashed together.
Yeah.
We have another comment from a deleted user. My sister works at a Walmart, and once they had a baby just in a shopping cart left at the changing rooms.
Oh.
What?
Whoa.
Nothing in Walmart looks good enough for you to forget your baby at the changing room.
I don't think that was an accident.
No one was around the changing rooms. The protocol is that they have to wait a certain amount of time, I can't recall for how long, for a parent to claim their child before contacting authorities. After the allotted time, they contacted the police and they arrived with a child services representative. Finally, these two women walk back over and freak out that this woman, the child services worker, looks about ready to leave with this baby, and the police are all there. Apparently, they needed to get some shopping done, and they thought it would be all right for them to just use the change room attendant as a drop-in childcare provider without actually telling her. What?
He's parent jail. Parent trap these people, but with actual jail as their trap, not like romance.
Yes.
They need to be parent trapped in jail behind bars.
Yes. Parent trapped them in the jail.
My God.
Yeah, no, I was just going to leave my baby with this person and not tell them I was leaving my baby with them.
Yeah, this person, I mean, like, for their job, they already have to be around this area. So, like, they're not going to see this baby choking or something like that and not do anything about doubt it. Like, they'll figure something
Yeah,
out.
what if
It'll
the
be fine.
baby's gnawing on the shopping cart and he takes a big chunk of metal off of it?
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
Oh my God.
I would say a total of an hour elapsed from when someone noticed the baby alone to when the mom eventually came back. That's crazy. Bad Mom Forever award goes to that lady.
Parent trap.
And then you just have to watch her leave with that kid.
Can't imagine what else will happen.
Ugh.
It's terrifying.
We've got another comment from Very Confused Canadian. Rarely does my employment at Walmart come to play on Reddit, but it's finally my time to shine. So, I work as a store standards, which is a fancy way of saying janitor, and I got paged to the chemicals aisle for a spill. I go take a look, and someone dropped a full thing of detergent on the floor, so I go to grab a mop. Right as I'm coming back with the mop, going around the corner, a not-so-skinny lady starts slipping in it, followed by her cart falling on top of her. The lady is then stuck in the middle of the puddle of detergent, trying to get her cart off her and get up. It was hard to hold my laughter after that, so I call a manager and we ask her if she saw the spill, and she explained how she thought she could lift her cart around it and get by, and demanded we give her new clothes. We ended up just giving her a cheap shirt and pants to shut her up. Needless to say, the next hour of the shift was spent in the security room with my manager rewatching the video of her falling down again and again. I guess, you
Just got it on replay.
you find your joy where you can find it, I suppose.
Oh my God.
Part of me is like, was this all a plot? Like she spilled the detergent in the aisle and then like fell in it on purpose? Because like, how do you not navigate around that?
I don't know. I mean,
It can't be a secret. It's like a giant blue puddle of goo in the floor.
This is modern day Ninja Warrior. You see that, you're like, I can do it.
yeah, she saw a challenge.
I that's a challenge, and I accept my fate.
And what we have to do in this challenge, pick up the cart, step over this giant puddle, and then we've got it. And then we go get our groceries.
While Ninja Warrior.
Or for the older crowd, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Temple Run. Walmart sure attracts some weird people. The TLDR, lady falls in detergent trying to lift cart over it and demands new clothes. We watch video. We laugh.
Yep, that sums it up.
We've got another comment from Robot Snack, which is just oil.
Or lug nut. Is it lug nuts?
Do they eat lug nuts or do they have lug nuts?
Either way, I don't want to know.
Robot Snack says, my dad works for Walmart and he has the best stories. His favorite one to tell is the one where a guy somehow managed to shoplift a TV or some other high-value item, and they caught him on video. He was wearing a t-shirt with a memorable slogan on it. I don't remember what it said, but my dad probably does. The next day, he comes back into the store wearing the same t-shirt that he had on the day before. He was promptly detained and eventually arrested. Some people.
Guys, if you're gonna do crime, you gotta have like a little bit of brains.
No. It's like, I fooled them once. I can fool them twice, right?
The slogan on the shirt was, I stole this t-shirt.
Right. It's like, this is my lucky shirt.
Come on, man. He's like, they'll never expect
Yeah.
if I wear the exact same clothes.
Guarantee you that's like, damn, you have to unexpect the expected.
Yes, unexpect the expected.
You have to outthink the thinker.
It's a foolproof plan.
Another time, a guy came to customer service to return a flat screen, and he only brought the box. Apparently, he thought that the staff wouldn't notice that the box was much lighter than it should be. Man, that guy's on something.
Dude.
You know that guy's on something.
Honestly, that guy's a genius. Genius. They're not gonna, I just take the TV home. A rebate. The rebate is just, you have to return the box and then you're good. That's the most expensive part, right?
I think you would have been better off if you'd filled the box up with like rocks or something.
Like at the very least, but he didn't even try.
And then they open it up. They're like, sir, we can't accept this return. He goes, what do you mean? That's why I'm returning it. My
Yeah.
TV was a box of rocks. I bought the TV and it was just a bunch of rocks and I didn't know how to put it together. So I don't know.
There was no TV in the box when I got it.
Yeah.
So I'm returning it as I got it.
Doy.
Doy.
My dad has stories for days. Silent Kebab
Nice.
is our next commenter. I was working as a cashier at the time. Around 9 p.m. and minding my own business, a disgruntled Middle Eastern young man comes up behind me and says, there's no such thing as giants.
Terrifying.
You have piqued my interest. Keep going.
Go on.
Do tell.
What about the ones in New York?
Oh, man. man.
Oh, San Francisco.
I love Walmart.
I smile sheepishly back at the guy who is now in my personal space. Say, I'm sorry, I replied. There's no such thing as giants, he angrily says again and points over to a novelty oversized lawn chair that can comfortably seat 2 people and 6 drink holders.
Oh my gosh. He thought your target audience as Walmart was giants with that chair.
These chairs are too big. What are you, these are no chairs for giants? You're selling the wrong chairs.
Oh my gosh.
I said, oh, I'm not sure if he's joking or not. So I try to diffuse the situation with humor. I don't know. I've seen some people in my time. He repeats the same line a few times, each time louder than the next, getting angrier and angrier. There's no such thing as giants.
I don't know.
There's no such thing as giants.
I would reply with like Shaquille O'Neal,
That is a giant.
Victor Wembanyama,
That is a giant.
Yao Ming.
Goliath. I heard that guy was pretty big.
I've heard Hagrid.
Multiple examples. This guy would not know what to do with himself.
Andre, that's another.
I see a feral look in his eyes, and I begin to feel much more threatened as he has me cornered behind my register.
My God.
He grabs my shoulders and pushes me back onto the scanner.
Oh my God. What?
He shakes me a few more times, and I push him back. He then runs over to the giant lawn chair display and knocks it over and tears some doggy sweaters off their hanger. Then he crouches over with his fingers in his ears and begins screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm just imagining all of this playing out in my head.
It's a beautiful sight
And
to be
just the
seen.
thought of this. After just like knocking over the lawn chairs.
There's no such thing as giants! There's no such thing as giants! Oh my God.
I would not know what to do with myself.
Is this guy scared of giants?
I think he's terrified.
He's got giantophobia.
Or he's got some sort of like comfort TV show or video game where he has to fight giants, and now he thinks that he's that protagonist.
he just really couldn't handle big chair.
Yeah, big chair is too big.
Big chair melted his neurons into a slurry.
It's too big, man.
I wonder what small car does to him. Yeah.
For about 30 seconds, this continues until he begins to reaffirm his grasp on reality, quiets down, and then leaves without a word. So he like screamed like, ah, 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 ah.
It's like rocking himself back to reality.
You're okay, the giants aren't real.
And he's like, that's my quota for the day. Thank you.
He stands up, straightens his tie,
Yeah.
and then just walks up. No, actually, not even that. Just straightforward.
He stands up, rips off all of his breakaway clothing, and there's a suit on underneath it.
Yeah.
And then he walks out.
There you go.
I shrug it off pretty easily, as wacky stuff like that happened a couple times a week.
A couple times a week.
People are grabbing you and shaking you and like
Saying there's no such
losing
thing as
their
giants.
mind.
Yeah.
Let's take a field trip to the Walmart Insane Asylum.
Yeah, there you go.
KV Sarakis
Oh wow.
is our next commenter. I work in the bakery at Sam's Club, so my comment counts, right? Yeah, we'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
We had a lady come in one time, and she wanted to buy some strawberry glaze that we use on our strawberry cakes, but we don't sell it. We had no nutrition facts or a price for it, as it came in bulk, thus making single units unable to be sold. She wouldn't let it go, and I ended up calling my manager. She was talking to the lady and was trying to explain to her that we couldn't sell her the glaze. My manager had the box in her hands because she was trying to show the woman that we had no way to sell it. Oh, that woman's snatching that box of glaze.
Yeah.
She's grabbing that box of glaze and
Oh, yeah.
she's running out the front door.
Let's see.
That lady was not having it. She took her keys and stabbed a hole in one of the bags of glaze and asked if we could sell it then. I was appalled.
That was it?
Okay.
No way.
So not quite, but
She just poked a hole in that glaze and then was like, I'll be out back by the dumpster.
oh, could you sell it now?
I have a blank check. Name your price.
That's exactly what I would have done. I'd have been like, look, we're not allowed to sell it to you, but I'm willing to take a professional risk for the right price. Just don't tell anybody about it. Give me $300.
Yep.
That's a lot of, hey, this is enough glaze to last a lifetime, okay?
I'm giving you a good deal.
This glaze is so hot, we're legally not allowed to sell it.
Yeah, same thing with Matrix Erasers saying, why would that make it possible to sell? Like, you just damaged the product and said, now sell it to me?
They will throw it away, though, so you can go intercept. you can intercept at
If
the
that
dumpster.
happened to me, I'm throwing it away. I would throw it away. I'm like, no.
She went with the if you can't like beat 'em, join 'em type thing. It's like, oh, okay, fine. Well, I guess if you won't sell it to me, then you can't sell it to anyone.
Fine, I guess if you won't sell it to me, I'll stab it with my keys.
Even worse. I don't know. She just wanted to do some sort of damage.
Also,
just wanted to
your
stab
manager's
something.
reaction time, startlingly poor. She was just holding the box out like this, like,
Yeah.
this is the box. You cannot have it. Do not take it out of my hands or puncture it with any sharp objects.
Just be glad that she stabbed the glaze and not like your hand.
Can't she look up the ingredients on how to make that glaze and just make it herself? Yeah, Katie Paladin literally just said, just make your own.
Pretty simple.
Why would I make anything myself when Mr. Walmart can make it for me?
Walmart can make it for me. I can just stab the Walmart stuff.
All right, we've got patronymic penguin. I worked at a Walmart from high school through college, and I saw plenty of crazy crap go down. The most memorable things, however, were the grossest.
Oh God.
You know how people put things down on the shelf that they don't want anymore and walk away? Yeah, I do know that.
Oh yeah? How do you know that, Dakota?
I've done it.
Oh man.
I've done it. You've done it.
You've
done it. You've done it.
It depends what it is.
And you've done it.
At Costco the other day, I saw a ground beef that was left like with the flowers though. So someone was like, well, this needs to be refrigerated. The flowers have some sort of cooling system by them. That'll do, right?
Yeah, whatever. We'll just put it by the flowers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if it's like a food, you put it back where the food was. But
You
like,
put the, yeah.
Yeah.
You
if
put the
it's
meat with the meat.
If it's refrigerated meat, please put that back with the refrigerated meat.
You just put the meat tube in the flour water and then it grows into a cow.
Oh, that's how cows are made.
That is in
Oh.
Walmart. In Walmart, that's how they
that's
make
where
them.
milk comes from. Nice.
With dry goods, you can do that. That's fine. We can just reshelve it later, but some people won't bother putting away other stuff, like a bag of frozen French fries.
Ah,
You wouldn't think.
we're all on the same brave wave.
We really were.
You wouldn't think about the French fries.
Wouldn't.
You wouldn't think that would stink, but it's one of the worst smells ever. Soggy, spiced, slightly rotten, disgusting potatoes that reek straight through the package.
Ugh.
Where'd they leave it? Like on like the top shelf
Also,
somewhere?
what brand is this?
Gross.
Yeah, how long did it take?
Are we saying this was out there for like someone secretly hid this, or like it was just there for like an hour?
It sounds like no one saw it for at least like 3 days or something.
It seems like someone weaponized those potatoes.
They like did the thing where it like next to the cards, the Pokemon cards that they're trying to hide, they like lift up the bottom thing on the shelves and hide it underneath the shelf.
Yes.
It's like that,
Yes, the secret Pokemon.
the secret Pokemon.
So, OP continues. Even worse, we had an aisle being used for clearance and it was a mess. Piles of stuff on the shelves, strewn all over the place, and for about a week, every time I walked through it, I smelled something weird, slightly rotten, really unpleasant, but faint enough that it was just barely detectable. One day, we decided to clean out some of the shelves, and that's when I discovered the source. A bag of frozen shrimp left out on the shelf for a week.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
not the shrimps.
No.
They've got rice to fry. What are we leaving the shrimps on the shelf for? It was so rotten that the bag had swollen and was near popping.
Do not be there when it pops. The smell that comes out is just gonna.
Oh, it was inflated like a balloon.
That is vile.
Oh, a shrimp balloon.
Rotten shrimp balloon.
Would it be a shrimp loon or a barimp?
I like
Triploon.
barimp because it sounds like blimp,
Yeah.
and those are big and puffy too.
And if you get enough shrimp bags together, you could make a barimp.
Apparently.
I think that would float.
Mm,
Surely the gases that come out of there rise, right?
I
That's
don't
all
know
I
if
gotta
they
say.
rise like helium, but
Shrimp gas.
let's give it a shot.
New idea. Shrimp gas blimps. Bring back the Zeppelins. Make them out of shrimp gas.
There we go.
On one pleasant Monday morning, I was working my usual area when I came across a spill. The rule at Walmart is that if you find a spill, you can't leave it. You have to stand and guard it until someone else comes to help you clean it up. This spill, however, wasn't just in one spot. It was a long trail, and it smelled weird.
You lay down, you get on all fours like this, like a crab, and then you crab walk up and down the long spill. That's what you gotta do.
Yes.
That's Walmart policy. You have to do that.
You have to crab walk and guard, and you have to snap at people with your crab pincers
Yep.
if they walk too close to the spill.
Sorry, it's policy. You have to do it.
Sorry, it's the Walmart spill. It's the classic Walmart crab spill drill policy.
Come on, get to it.
Upon closer inspection, I realized that it was a trail of urine.
Ew.
Oh, not urine troubles.
No.
Someone had, by the smoothness of the trail, been on one of the scooter carts and pissed all the way up through one aisle, around the corner, up past rows and rows of shelves, and into another department.
How much pee did they have?
That was a full bladder.
Unless it's just a really skinny little trail going all around and the scooter was going really fast.
They're just peeing just a little bit. Just enough. They were like,
I mean,
they were like, ooh, there's something in this aisle I want, but
Yeah.
first I have to go over here.
yeah.
I want to make sure I can get back here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave a little trail to follow.
I mean, listen, I've seen my dogs do something similar, and it's just like, can you just stop peeing? How do you have so much up in there? So maybe that was just my dog on the cart.
They had a
My
little
bad.
scooter too. They're like, you know what? I want to have fun with this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little treasure map.
It was so huge, I couldn't guard it myself and didn't have a walkie-talkie, so I was stranded trying to urge people away from walking through the slowly spreading piss trail blanketing my area.
I would follow that trail.
Yeah, you need to find who's responsible
I'm finding
for
the
that.
culprit. I'm like, you're cleaning this up.
You're gonna find him because he's just still going.
You say, sir or ma'am, you left something of yours. I would like to return it to you.
I also like the idea that he knew it was on a scooter because it was such a smooth trail
Yeah,
too.
you really used
How
the
was he-
detective
yeah.
senses for that one.
How smooth was this thing? Was it like a perfect straight line? Or like not even any sort of squigglies? Was he writing in cursive along the way? Like what was this? Was he
just
doing
this
cool designs at
perfectly
least?
smooth, even. There was no splashage. There was no drippage. It was just all
It was just splooge.
leaking.
Gross.
Ugh, crunchy toes. Has our next comment. In my area, our Walmart keeps getting bomb threats every Saturday and sometimes Tuesdays.
What?
What?
It's a little unfortunate.
Some Tuesdays, most Tuesdays I'm busy. Every Saturday I'm free to bomb. Some Tuesdays I'll be there though.
This has just got to be a disgruntled employee, right? Someone got fired and they're like, fine,
Yeah.
happy Saturday.
Or someone didn't like that they couldn't steal a phone case or
It's
something.
like, grr. It's Saturday. Time to call Walmart.
Yeah, it's like up.
Time to give my threats.
Time to get my dopamine in. Calling in a fake bomb threat to Walmart. They have to call the FBI and bomb sniffing dogs in from Pittsburgh, and it takes a good 4 hours or more.
We're in Pennsylvania.
We're in PN.
What? No, it's PA.
PA.
What do you think PN is?
I don't know. PNO. They're on the verge of shutting down because whoever's calling the threats in is using an app from their phone and using an out-of-area area code and fake email, so it's virtually untraceable. Technology. And that
That's it?
is the end of that
They
story.
kept getting bomb threats, so they just had to close down the location.
Someone has figured out how to literally bomb threat a Walmart out of existence.
That's too powerful. You could do
Well,
that
how
for
is that
everything.
the
now.
case?
I don't know. I mean, I guess they're just like, well, it's just too much of a risk. Like, we just can't have people working here on Walmart's liability.
I guess so. Or maybe it's just there's a 4-hour interval on Saturday and Tuesday where they make all of their money at this Walmart.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it is just unfeasible to keep it alive anymore.
God.
It's just a town in Pennsylvania where everyone has the same day off. And it's Tuesday
Or
and Saturday.
honestly, I feel like a realistic way that it could happen is if there is a bomb threat, if they have to clear out the Walmart and they like can't have people work like shopping there anymore on
Yeah.
those times. I wonder if they've just done that so much that people just don't shop there much anymore.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't know. Every time I go to that Walmart, I literally get escorted out by the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
We
like
just
it.
don't get enough business there because we keep getting bomb threats all the time.
Not cool. I don't like. Me no like. I don't like. Not like.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, what's the worst one out of all of those?
I feel like with the bomb threat ones, we need to start messing with that caller. If he's calling in and saying like, hey, on Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m., I'm gonna bomb ya.
And I'd be like, your mom.
And I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, exactly. Your mom, or what are you wearing?
Yeah, you need to be like, just start saying people's names. Terry,
John.
Bradley, Dudley, Stephen, Stanley. And whenever he says, how did you know? Then you'll get him.
Well, we have more stories, guys.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think of my own crazy Walmart story. I never worked at Walmart, but I've been. And I'm trying to think of a couple
Never worked there.
examples.
I've been.
I don't know if any of you guys have heard of that place, but I have been there. I will say I've been to the Walmart. There's not a lot of Walmarts in LA. There used to be only one, and it was in Southgate. And then they opened one in Burbank. But the Southgate Walmart in the middle of the night, crazy vibes.
Yeah.
Very, very crazy vibes.
Like how?
I just remember there was a very, very strung out gentleman in Cookie Monster pajama pants and a white tank top, just sort of like running around.
All right.
He looked like he was looking for something.
Okay.
Crazy Walmart story.
I don't think I've ever actually had anything crazy happen at Walmart.
Well, something that's crazy about Walmart, if it's still the law, is that any Walmart parking lot, you can sleep there in your car.
Oh, really?
You can.
Why?
Well, it's technically illegal to like sleep in your car on the street.
Really?
And some places won't. Yeah, but you can always sleep in a Walmart parking lot.
What about like grocery store parking?
I don't know about all of them. I just know Walmart for sure.
Word. Maybe that's just, they get their business.
You've cornered the market on like any cheap road trippers who don't want to pay for hotels, and
True.
they're gonna stay at the Walmart. And then what are they gonna do? They're gonna wake up and they're gonna shop at Walmart.
Yeah.
Right?
Former Walmart employees of Reddit, what are your horror stories? Yeah! Trigger warning, violence. Lily Targaryen shares a story. My mom was a manager at a Walmart. She told me about this woman who was trying to steal a prepaid phone.
I guess it's just a common thing.
I guess so.
Might be.
When she got caught by security, she used the knife that she was attempting to open the plastic packaging with to cut the security dude after cutting herself.
Oh.
She then went on to scream at him that she has STD and now he's going to have it for trying to stop her. This episode's a little different. We are reading wild Walmart stories from a special Reddit thread and from you guys. If you have any insane retail stories, please add them to this video below. And here is the next one. Fire Browser says, we just recently had that happen with a security guard at my work. Our security guard threw this punk out of his car as he attempted to make off with some merchandise.
Dang.
And she scratched him with her nails by mistake.
Wolverine.
Genuinely wasn't her intention. And he proceeded to absolutely howl and laugh about how she now had AIDS. Effing savages. What?
Well, I mean, it seems like that's going around, huh?
Can you really spread it like that?
No, not really.
With nails and knives?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, the knife thing maybe, but just getting like
But I guess if
scratching
it's-
somebody with AIDS does not give you AIDS.
I mean, it's...
I remember there was a poster in my high school health class, and it said you can't get AIDS from a public pool. So if that's going to inform us about anything, I'm going to say that no, that person did not get AIDS.
Well, maybe their mindset is that if like blood touches it all.
Yeah, but then you'd have to like slurp it up.
What if your blood touches blood?
And also, I'm pretty sure AIDS is at a point now where it's like like fully like medicated or like treatable or like stoppable kind of in a way.
Treatable.
It's like when you have HIV, you can basically turn it into like a suspended state where it doesn't go into full-blown AIDS because it's like it's the progression it slows to like 0 basically, so your immune cells don't all like wither away into nothing.
That would be nice.
From what I understand, that's kind of the treatment now, how that works.
Well, that's cool. I do not know.
I don't know though either. I to be clear, also, hi, don't know anything.
We got another one. Give Me a Sign has a story. Not so much a horror story. I worked in a grocery store as a stalker. We had just finished a cereal display near the front of the store compiled of about 100 boxes. In comes an older lady around 60s driving one of the electric carts. She's looking straight on at the display and promptly rams into the thing. Boxes go everywhere. And she starts apologizing over and over and explains that she's legally blind.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm legally blind.
I'm blind. I didn't know it was right in front of me. Why are you driving then? You can't drive if you're legally blind.
How did you get here?
Must be like the best blind driver out there.
A customer that was nearby and saw everything asked her how she drove here if she was blind. She responded by quickly turning around and leaving the store.
Guys, I don't think she was blind.
She's just like sitting there like, they're on to me.
She was just freestyling. She goes, oh, wait, I'm blind. I'm blind. Well, how did you get here? She just leaves.
Oh my gosh. I'm also imagining her like boxes go everywhere, but she's like under all the boxes. Like I'm imagining her in a pile of cereal boxes in this display. And she's just like, I'm sorry, as people are trying to like dig her out of this pile of cereal boxes.
It's just the display was just like 100 cereal boxes stacked up in a tower.
Yeah.
Fell right
Fell
onto her.
Straight on her. Deleted says, former Walmart employee. I worked returns and refunds in a small town Walmart in the Bible Belt for 3 years. Oh, the stories I could tell. My favorite refund story is a woman who returned a wiener ring. They sell those at Walmart?
They sell a whole lot of
They
stuff
sell
there.
a lot of things.
And it was a used wiener ring. I didn't even know we sold those.
I don't think you could really just bring that back.
Oh my god, it gets better. Her reasoning? It wasn't worth the 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back. She got her money back.
No way!
She was able to return it because it wasn't worth the 20 minutes of this lady's fun time.
She was like, I had a bad 20 minutes of wham bam shangalang, and I blame this small device that I bought. And it's used, by the way, and I want you to give me my money back. And they said, yeah, all right, just get out of here.
I didn't clean it.
Yeah, whatever. We're throwing it away. Just get out of here.
Pineapple Pistol says, I was unloading a freight truck at the time, and the woman that works at the fabric counter calls over the intercom for a manager. Then maybe 2 minutes go by, and she yells for management on the intercom again, and it's clear by the tone of her voice that something is going down. Then maybe 20 seconds or so go by, and all I hear over the intercom is, help! Some of us are about to go see what's going on, but our manager says he'll take care of it. Turns out 2 sisters and their kids were tearing apart the store. The sisters were eating food right out of the bags. One of the kids was throwing jars of baby food at the wall, and the rest were opening items off the shelves.
Oh my God. Like, again, never underestimate the power of a children's birthday party. Okay?
Children's birthday party at Walmart?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I just mean like a group, a gaggle of children.
A gaggle.
They,
yeah.
Oh my God, they're unstoppable.
The yell for help came when the oldest kid proceeded to piss on the carpet in the clothing department. And when the 2 sisters were confronted with this, they just laughed and said it was our job to clean it up.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God. Who raised these little demons?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone did.
They got banned from the store, and I was told the police had to forcibly remove them.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. At least they didn't get a refund for everything, like all of these other stories.
That's crazy. I feel bad for those kids.
Where did they come from?
Yeah.
They just rolled in like a Wild West outlaw gang.
Yeah.
You're just like, this town's ours now. We're going to be doing whatever we want.
And then they sure did.
Leroy, piss on those carpets.
Oh, God.
Say it.
Bunch of dinglings
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
Ding-a-lingus.
one day a woman stole a bottle of perfume and took it to the bathroom. She poured it out into her own container and then proceeded to fill the container with her own piss.
Whoa!
Why is there so much piss at Walmart?
And is that technically like chemical warfare? Like that's I feel like that should be a felony.
Probably. She then took the bottle up to returns and tried to return it. To this day, I have no idea why my manager gave for a refund.
Oh my God,
No!
I hate all of these managers.
Why are there so many refunds? Is everything just free to take at Walmart at this point?
Apparently.
Can we just start stealing from Walmart? Don't steal, guys. We can't do that.
Apparently you can just show up to Walmart, buy something, and then smash it into the ground and go, that was your fault. I would like a refund and also another one of those things.
That is so insane.
And the manager goes, the customer is always right.
Manager just goes, just get out. Yeah, just go.
I may add, perfume bottles usually have very small spouts at the opening. And this is a woman pissing into this thing? Is there not just piss all over that perfume bottle?
I assume that's how they knew, right? Someone had to know.
I guess so, yeah. She could have just taken it to the faucet. Just fill it up with regular water.
Maybe what her
Yeah,
play
that's
was.
what toilets are for.
Yeah.
Her play was, it's like the perfume is like tinted, and she was like working out like the exact amount of dehydrated she need to be to like perfectly match it. Like she was like doing the Indiana Jones like swap with the statue,
Yeah.
and she's just like,
It's just an
perfect.
art form, really.
And she just hands a bottle back, just covered in piss, and she's like,
Oh my God.
"You accept my return?"
Ugh.
Guy's just like, "As long as you leave right now."
Just get out of here. You have piss all over yourself. Leave.
You're soaked in urine. Just get out of my sight.
Ming Ming says, I'm eating. Stop peeing. Yeah, I really wish these guys could, but apparently it's impossible.
Actually, pee technically is what is it? Sterile?
Is that true?
All right, Bear Grylls, calm down.
I know that
Not if it's yellow.
the Romans used to gargle with it. That was
Stop.
gross. That was actually gross, and I apologize for that one.
Ew. Oh, wait, but this story continues. It was very obvious that the woman pissed in the bottle because it was still warm. No! TLDR, woman steals perfume, returns her own piss, and profits from Walmart.
Maybe against all odds, this is just a woman who was very, very confused with the label of eau de toilette. That could have been the case.
Honestly, just regular toilet water would have been better than just straight up piss. Just flush the toilet, get that new toilet water. That would have been better.
Anything else,
Anything but
any
that.
other liquid probably would have been better. Except like maybe liquid nitrogen. That would have been worse from a danger perspective.
Gotta factor in safety.
Imagine spritzing liquid nitrogen on you.
Bad news. Deleted says former Walmart employee from Florida checking in.
Oh no, this is gonna be the
Uh-oh.
craziest one.
Oh, God.
This is gonna be double crazy.
Walmart was my first job at 18, and as with most new employees, I got stuck with a crappy third shift for the first few months. As a cashier on third shift, my job was mostly to stay awake and zone my area. Staying awake was almost never an issue though, because at precisely 1:30 a.m., I would get the bumblebee as a visitor. Wait, this is better. This gets so better. The bumblebee was an old woman wearing a bee Halloween costume, stinger, wings, and everything.
She was dressed up as Jerry Seinfeld from a bee movie.
She was never outrageous in her behavior. She never purchased anything weird. She was just a bee, and I never asked why.
Mark.
That sounds great.
This is great news.
I'm so glad that she's out there.
She can be a bee.
She can be a bee.
She'll live for 30 years. This is insane.
When I moved off of third shift, they stuck me in the liquor store. That was fine. Once I got used to the regulars, like the guy who would dump an entire bag of change on the counter and ask, "How much do I have? How much can I get?" And would sometimes ride his bike into and through the liquor store because he, quote, he didn't feel like stopping.
I like an obstacle course.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like stopping. You gonna make me stop?
Guess not. I lived in a really redneck area, so there was a guy who would ride his horse up to the liquor store to buy his 99 bananas and then ride home.
The juxtaposition of riding a horse to Walmart and then buying 99 bananas?
I know what type of person you are.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Wait, that's crazy.
It's
Did
not-
he give some to his horse?
But 99 bananas, is that like a brand of something?
It's a brand.
Okay, yeah.
Dakota knows it. I know it.
I would really prefer
It's
if it
not a
was
friendly
just,
one.
I would really prefer if he just bought 99 separate bananas.
The day has come.
Yeah, just a big old bunch of bananas.
The full circle has come, Dakota, where 99 bananas is something that we see in a Reddit story.
What you did to me.
I didn't do anything to you. You did it to yourself.
You did that. You did
I
that.
didn't
What
know that.
happened when we had some 99 bananas?
You
We don't
talk
talk about that.
the 99 bananas.
I always felt bad for the horse because it looked hot and tired, but I guess the guy's license had been taken away years before, so riding a horse is the way to go if you got one too many DUI.
That's crazy.
You want to know what I did once they done took my license away? I just started getting drunk while I'd ride my horse around. You know why? Because unless the horse is drunk, ain't nobody drunk driving. All right? The horse is driving itself.
He knows the way back home.
I got 1 horsepower.
I
That's
don't
all
let-
I
don't
need.
let my horse drink nothing. That's for me.
Oh my God.
All right?
Orange Potato says, "Oh man, my mom works 20 plus years at a service desk in Walmart in Texas."
Oh,
I
boy.
just didn't know that was in Texas.
I would expect that's where the horses are getting rode, right?
That one was in Florida, so I'm sure there's more in Texas, though. I distinctly remember the day she called us to tell us that she had to get the police involved for a customer. She refused his return because he had already had previous returns with no receipts. After a certain amount of no receipt returns, they are supposed to refuse you. These were all on big money items, and the way they track it is through your driver's license number, so it pulls up on your history on the computer. Well, the guy she refused wasn't too happy about her refusing his return. He left after calling her all kinds of fun names in the book and cursing up a storm. Not 5 minutes later, he came back with a
Oh no.
little danger
Came back
in
with
his
an
hands.
arm of fire.
And he pointed it directly at my mom, asking, "You willing to take my returns now, witch?"
And then she pulled the Denzel Washington equalizer and she grabbed it and turned it around.
Not missing a beat, my mom still said, "You can point a pew-pew at me all you like. The only way this is going to end is with you leaving the store unhappy."
Shut up, Mama.
She is determined to work at this Walmart.
No, Mama has seen some things and she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
Ice cold in the veins, your mother.
Security detained the guy and police came and the man was arrested. Mom gave no F's about his nasty attitude. I mean, she's Italian and from New York originally. You don't win against my mom.
That mother has seen some stuff.
Wow.
That's a guy who belongs in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a guy who should be in jail and stay there.
Yep.
What did he think was going to happen? That he was going to walk in and they were going to be like, "You figured out the loophole. Okay, we'll do your return now. We just don't tell anybody about this loophole."
You can't like do it all the time. Only do it like a few times here and there because it'll be too obvious.
Legally, we now have to do this.
Jason, the guitarist, shares his story. "I worked in the electronics department for a while. I remember seeing a fat guy eating chicken wings while using the touchscreen photo center kiosk. He was then stacking the bones straight into the top of his shopping cart. And that's it. That's all we got."
That was like a haiku. Just a...
"I make no sense to people," says.
It says,
Wedding cake lady, not Walmart, but retail grocery at a trashy location. Customer ordered wedding cake a couple weeks in advance. He gets the biggest 4-tier one we offer. We ask for 50% deposit, but she says she'll pay for it all now. Sure, not a problem. Escort her with paperwork to register to get our dupe receipt, etc. She pays entire thing in food stamps. Holy crap, did not know you can do that.
"Oh, it's a food stamp wedding cake.
I guess so.
I guess you can do that."
Pickup day rolls around. She and crew show up. Paperwork is in order. She gets a look at the cake and loves it. Goes without a hitch. Next day is where the shenanigans begin. She shows up with a few pieces left in the box and tells us that it wasn't fresh and she wants her money back.
"What do you mean it wasn't fresh? It was devoured."
It's gone. I guess you guys wanted a stale cake because you ate it. Store policy at the time was freshness guaranteed or double your money back. Bet you know where this is headed.
Oh, or double your money back?
Double your money back.
Freshness guaranteed or we pay you?
I guess so.
That's a bad policy.
We, the state, had just converted to a card-based food assistance program, and the POS system has no way to reconcile a charge back onto the card. The store paid out double the price in the cake in cash. It was $800 back to the customer.
What is this?
Why did we do that,
What
dude?
are we talking about?
I was waiting for that to be like, oh, you can't return it if it's like food stamps or something. I don't know.
Freshness guaranteed. They ate the whole cake.
They ate it all.
There were pieces left. You could have ate it and been like, yeah, no, this tastes fine.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you $800 for a cake you devoured.
At half the price.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What are we doing?
$800 back?
That person just got paid $400 because they spent $400. What the?
And then had a delicious cake.
Wow. And they did. Wow. Really, they got paid $800 because they used food stamps. So they used food
Yeah.
assistance and then got paid the $800. Was that a scam all along? Did they know?
Honestly,
Did they know they could do that?
you can't even blame the customer at that point. That's all on that restaurant.
Oh, fully. No,
All on the
fully
restaurant.
that is on y'all.
Like, honestly, smart customer. That's me to you, customer.
Yeah, if I
Go
knew I
ahead.
could get away with that, I would do that. Are you serious?
Are you serious? Double your money? Come on.
I get to have my cake and eat it too?
And they get more cake?
Yeah.
Come on.
Business idea. That customer just goes back and keeps doubling the money.
Yep.
Just keeps buying more and more cakes and then just keeps getting paid more and
They
more.
just keep going back and they're like, maybe today's the day you guys get it right.
Yeah,
And the next
exactly.
day they come back and they're like, yep, no, you guys
Yeah.
didn't get it yet.
Nah.
Did not like that.
$800, please.
Give me another
Thanks.
800, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow.
Tech Nerd says, I'll start with my grossest. Do we think piss is going to be involved in these stories?
Make it Crap. We haven't gotten a poop story yet.
We haven't gotten a poop story.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. A woman comes in with some panties and said that they didn't fit and she wanted to return them for cash because she had already bought the correct size elsewhere. She had a receipt and plopped a Walmart bag down on the counter. Inside this bag were 6 crusty crotched, crap stained panties that were a biohazard from 6 feet away.
Did I call it or did I call it?
You called it. Good job, Keon. Can't believe you knew the panties were coming.
Someone's panties were in a knot.
Be gone from me.
Needless to say, I did not touch them. I paged the manager on duty and he tells me to just take them back despite being very nasty.
Oh my God. What is up with these managers? What is this, just Walmart policy?
Processed the return and she happily left the store with her $8. I
Oh no.
feel like we need a moment of silence for all of the Walmart returns. The products that have been violated just to be paid back in full.
Yeah, video idea. We all try to get away with the most absurd Walmart return possible.
Oh God. Try to not be gross.
We just try to
You just try.
We try to find the most ridiculous situation which you could return something at Walmart.
I wonder if it's like Target where it's like if you steal less than $200, they can't do anything, but they'll remember your face. Wonder if Walmart will remember your face.
Maybe you got to switch it up. You got to have a disguise. I'm going to buy like an incense burner and then I'm going to smash it into pieces with a hammer and I'm going to take it back and be like, I don't know, this just happened. I lit an incense and this is what happened. Can you guys give me my money back?
I feel like we gotta pick the area right too.
Yeah.
We can't just go to any Walmart. We gotta find the one that sees things.
We got to go out of state. We got to find the craziest Walmart in the country.
We gotta
and go
find
to
the
that one.
Walmart employees that are so done that they just want the day to be over
Just
as fast
all
as
of them?
possible. Just
Oh,
all of
I'm
them.
sure. Who's the happiest Walmart employee, I wonder?
It's a great question.
Like the one out of the ones working the floor.
Yeah.
There's got to be one.
There's gotta be one. I think it's gotta be some sort of outlier. Arnuff says, not so much people of Walmart story, but Walmart employee story. My mother and brothers worked for Walmart. I worked for Sam's Club, which is Walmart, but worse, because you have to do this cheer in the morning before they open. What? For real?
They do a ritual to
To open the door.
to pay tribute to Sam Walton.
We call on the spirit of Sam Walton to open the sliding doors in the morning.
And like all the lights turn off and everything starts shaking.
Here you go.
And then it just comes back on and they go, all right, team, let's have a great day out there.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I quit Sam's after being locked in the store after hours to clean and my shift was over. Walmart did a phenomenal job in hiring my older brother for the hunting department. A convicted felon not allowed to handle firearms with a history of violence in charge of bullets and
Oh no.
He would also clock in and leave for hours to go home and then go back and clock out. Oh my God.
Okay.
My mom was hired as a cashier and she had a long history of theft from all her other cashiering jobs, but I guess they didn't know that.
Uh-oh.
Fast forward years later, my daughter repeatedly applies at Walmart and they won't hire her because she keeps failing the psych test they do now.
Bro, they have a psychological evaluation to work at Walmart?
I mean, if you're getting people like a convicted former felon, I'm sure you're gonna need something.
I mean, hey, if you're going to do that for the employees, do it for the customers too, okay? Every day they walk in. Be like,
Yeah,
we just want to
honestly.
make sure you are fit to be in here today,
It's-
okay?
I'm sure they can make some like those temperature reading scans that just like on your head and then it goes like green.
Yeah, and they're just like, and it's like bladder, not full.
It's like if it shows up, it's like green, yellow, and red. And if it's yellow, then that's like the worst one actually because it's just like they're full of piss.
Full bladder alert.
Full bladder alert, ready to piss on, in, over everything.
And then they're like, it's all mine. I've marked it as mine, and I identify as a wolf, so you have to respect that.
My territory. I wanted to buy this Walmart, so I rode my scooter through it and pissed all over it.
I identify as a snow leopard, so when I pee on something, it does belong to me.
To little too late, Walmart. Too little too late. That's the end of my little sequence of stories. My goodness.
My goodness gracious, good golly gosh.
I like these.
I want more.
Guess what?
I want more. I want more.
And do I have good news for you?
Yes!
678 says, how bad do you have to be to fail that psych test? I wonder what's on that test. What does that
You're
look
just
like?
asking questions like, do you shoplift from here or like other places?
Do you shoplift and do you piss?
I guess
Do
the
you
answer
ever
to both of those
piss?
is yeah. Yeah, I actually stole something when I walked in today, and I actually am currently pissing myself.
Don't look down, please. I don't like it when people watch me piss.
You got a job for me or not?
How dare you look at me right now?
I'll start right now. I'll clean it up. You pay me, clean it up, give me a new pair of britches, and everything's fine.
And then I pee in those, return them, get my money back, and then the cycle continues.
All right.
We're reading Crazy Walmart Story.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And the first one comes from Hades5495. I worked at Walmart for almost 7 years. I've seen turds in the floor on multiple occasions.
Oh, no.
Plenty of Karens. All kinds of craziness.
I like how that's like the gauge of turds on the floor to Karens.
I've got all Karens of different haircuts and colors and all kinds of shapes and weights of turds in the floor.
Shapes and weights. Oh, Lord. Nothing. What was that? What was that
What?
that you said?
What did I say?
You just laughed.
I just laughed.
Oh, you just did a little hee-hee?
Nah.
Nothing compares to when I worked in the auto department.
There's
Really?
an auto department in Walmart?
Walmart's got everything.
I would expect that one to be pretty tame. A dude comes through from out of state, about 3 states over.
That's a stolen car.
Okay. He seems nice. He just needs his tire fixed and his spare put back into the trunk compartment. Easy peasy.
We're getting very descriptive, like, yeah, this is simple.
I have a feeling this easy peasy won't be so breezy.
Or lemon squeezy.
No. One of the other technicians goes to set the spare back in the trunk. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So rather than unload this man's entire trunk, he decides to just set it on top. When he goes to lay it down in shifts, my coworker accidentally tears the black plastic trash bag on top of the pile.
Oh, God.
His finger goes through it. It's squishy.
Oh, no.
First thought, body. Second thought, poop. Those are the two options.
Reader beware.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
I have no idea what's coming, but
Oh,
I know
no.
it's going to be really,
I'm
really
so
bad.
scared. This is the first one that we've gotten on this.
So just like, if you're about to be like, is that a body? I don't know, but probably don't listen to this.
Oh, my God. I'm scared.
He yoinks his hand back and
Oh!
sees an
Oh!
eyeball through the hole?
Oh!
I didn't want to be right.
Maybe it's just a bunch of really gushy, mushy dolls somehow, right? They've got eyes.
What kind of eyeball?
My dude goes pale, sweating, freaking out, almost loses his lunch. So we get our boss and he calls the cops. Meanwhile, our other boss is out in the lobby just chopping it up with the guy, talking about whatever to keep his attention off why it's taking so long.
Oh.
The cops get there and talk to the dude and start looking through the bag. It was a skinless cow head, which, to be honest, you cook that baby up right, that's a delicious meal. Or so I've heard. I've never eaten
my
an entire
God.
head before.
This is insane.
He's gonna be so mad when he's like, you squished the eyeball?
Dude.
It's my favorite part of the head.
Oh, my God.
This man drove across 3 states with a skinned cow's head, a black trash bag in the trunk in the August heat.
I hope he's not eating that.
Maybe he picked up the head a little earlier, you know? Maybe it's a little fresher. Definitely one of the grossest adventures we had. If you haven't sensed, this episode is a little different. We are currently reading the craziest Walmart stories we could find off of the internet and from you. So if you guys have any crazy retail stories, please send them to us. And here's the next story from Hazy. I used to work at a campus store that sold textbooks, but also a ton of merch with the school's logo or name on it. This is a pretty large, well-known school with a super dedicated fan base for their football team, so we were usually pretty busy, especially on game days. One big drawback of this store is we only had 2 dressing rooms despite being a really large space. It was a 2-story store. Because of this and how busy we would get, it was pretty common for guys to just try on clothes in the middle of the sales floor rather than wait for a dressing room to open up. I've done that. Not with the pantaloons, but throw a shirt on.
Yeah, you could do that. As long as you don't have to take too much off before trying something on.
Really depends how much is coming off of you.
That's the main thing.
I can't tell you guys how many times I saw guys just take their shirts off in the middle of the crowded store. Only once did I see a guy take their pants off on the sales floor, though.
Oh, God.
He was literally at my register, and as I was ringing up his items, I made the mistake of asking if he had tried on the track pants he was buying, because that brand ran kind of small. He said, "Oh, no, I didn't!" Looked across the room to the dressing room, saw they were full, and just straight up pulled his shorts off in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
And that's when you go, "That's not what I meant, that's not what I meant, that's not what I meant, that's not what I meant."
Oh, God.
They run small, they run small, they run small, they run small! And you run small.
Oh.
Benor.
Nice one.
Don't take your pants off at the cash register.
Look at that.
Luckily, my manager was standing nearby because I was stunned and didn't know what to do and was obviously extremely uncomfortable. The guy was not allowed to buy his items, got escorted out, and was banned from the store.
Okay, great.
Imagine he's just like, "What are you guys doing? I'm just doing exactly what you told me to do.
Yeah.
You asked me if the pants fit. I go, I don't know. Let's find out."
Let's just do that.
Guys playing tricks on me, man.
Come on.
Random Panda Girl 831. I worked at a Walmart during the vid times. The one that comes to mind is when I was working in the electronics department. I heard a woman scream at the top of her lungs and yell, "No one wants to see your tiny pecker."
Was that guy back?
The same guy.
He's back.
He's back.
She went walking past, and my coworkers and I were telling the dude to leave the store. He kept saying that the girl was nuts, and I pointed out that his fly was down and kept to the same story. My store manager showed up and told the dude to leave, and he was getting a trespassing from the store. This man left, went to his house, came back with a different shirt, and the cops were still there. And they told him that he needed to leave or else they were going to arrest him.
So this is the opposite of that one story where he comes in with the same shirt.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, well, I mean, I had a pretty cool shirt on. They probably were like, oh, that's the cool shirt guy. He can't have his pants zipped up or zipped down like that. If I come in with a not so cool shirt, I'm invisible.
Be like, that guy looks exactly like the cool shirt guy, but his shirt's not so cool.
Yeah, but cool shirt guy wouldn't wear a shirt that's not cool.
No one could wear a shirt as lame as that one after having just worn a shirt that was the coolest shirt I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's fine. Let him through.
He then came back again 3 minutes later with another different shirt and was shocked that he was getting arrested.
How did he even leave the second time? How did he even get out of there?
How is this guy wandering around unattended?
How many shirts does he have in his car?
He planned this out.
He's wandering around off leash. Who let him off the leash?
Who let him off leash, man? Jake D. Texas says, I used to work at Walmart in a small town as an unloader, aka Cap 2.
Nice.
Lots of funny things happened at my store, but I have one story to share. At the time, I was growing out my beard. The guys and I were having a beard contest to see who could grow the best beard.
Dude, wholesome contest.
Total guy move, man. Yeah, me and the guys are having a contest to see who's got the best beard.
Best beard.
And then whoever wins is going to join the British Navy. Because it's a rule in the British Navy that if you can't grow a beard in a certain amount of time and that meets certain standards, you can't be in the British Navy.
Oh, okay.
Or at least that used to be the case. They may have done away with that now. I, for one, don't think they should do away with that rule. Anyway, one night I was stocking baby products and a woman and her daughter came to my aisle. The mom was looking for something but just ended up doom scrolling on her phone. Her daughter, who was probably 4 or 5, was on the cart staring at me nonchalantly.
Oh my god, that baby is so nonchalant. That baby has so much aura. Oh my god, that baby is so freaking has so much Riz.
I started to make faces at her. After a while of making funny faces, the daughter raised her hand and curled her fingers in a gesture of come closer.
Wait. Could you just imagine?
Wait,
Do the face.
And then this is me being OP.
What does this kid want? I'm not trusting this kid.
I feel like there's like a invisible portal in front of me and the kid is behind it. And if I step closer to this kid, I'm going to be zapped into a different dimension.
The kid has built a trap door.
Yeah.
Well, not thinking of potential consequences, my silly butt got closer, and that's when she grabbed a handful of my beard.
Oh no, I forgot about the beard contest.
Just staring at you like that.
How close did you get to this girl?
That is so grabbable. I want to grab that.
Come closer.
I guarantee you that little girl is laughing because she's like, yeah, this dumb adult man with the long beards coming my way.
Yes, I'm getting exactly what I want. I actually, when I was a kid and I had like my pictures for Santa taken when I was like a little baby, I kept pulling on his beard because I think I was trying to make sure it was real.
Oh no.
And the Santa guy had to hold my hands like
For the
this so
picture?
that I wouldn't reach up and just yank on his beard. And I was so happy. Santa's holding my hands and I'm just there like,
That's so funny.
so our beard has been grabbed. I was shocked and trying my best to hit her because of instincts? Trying my
Listen.
best not to hit her. Yes. I was tired. I tried gently to make her let go, but she pulled tighter. The mom, who didn't do anything and was so glued to her phone, said, "Daughter, be nice." And said that like she was bored.
Daughter, be nice.
Is mom okay? What is mom doing on the
She's
phone?
a phone zombie now.
The daughter started to pull my beard and it was about to be ripped out.
Oh my god, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna tell his bros? He's gonna lose the beard contest.
Dude, you lost your beard to a baby.
It was long enough for a baby to grab, and he's gonna lose the contest.
Yeah, that's actually the real twist is that OP's beard was just so long, they just needed to walk like a couple feet and then the baby could just like grab their baby. The baby's just pulling him in. Just pulling him in. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a box of rubber duckies I stocked on the shelves. I reached out and managed to grab one, and I said, "Oh, look, I said, as I made the duck squeak. Oh, wait. She slowly looked at the duck and very nonchalantly let go of my beard
Is this a robot? What is this?
and grabbed the duck to stare at it. I fell back. How strong is this baby?
This is a super baby.
Oh my God.
Well, you see, now OP is standing over the open trap door, and the baby is holding him up by his beard.
Yeah. The baby was just trying to save you.
Yeah, exactly.
The mom then said, "Daughter, you have to be nice to the retail workers or something."
What is happening? What dimension did he walk into?
I would still remember that little goblin to this day. Whenever my beard aches, I'm pretty sure she's thinking about my beard.
I would honestly believe that.
Yeah, she's just like, it's been like 20 years and she's 25 now. What I wouldn't give to have that beard again.
She just finds herself at night just grabbing and pulling.
The most powerful I had ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
Can you imagine from the perspective of that kid? That kid looks at that beard. It's like, I want that beard to come over here.
Like, there's got to be some sort of other entity in that baby. It can't just be a plain human baby in that shopping cart.
Zeus is within that child.
I wonder how long they were at Walmart just doom scrolling and grabbing beards.
They got crazy. Dude, baby grip strength is crazy. Tempest in Wonderland says baby Tempest is now 3 months old. Yay!
Wow.
And can confirm the strongest grip in the world is a baby or small child pulling hair.
I did see a video recently that was like, if they're holding like this, literally just like push their wrist down and they can't like grab as easily, and then it lets go.
Stupid babies.
It's just how our tendons are formed.
Yeah, whatever. Trash but vibing says, I worked in the online grocery pickup department and crazy stuff was always happening. Once while dispensing an order to a middle-aged man, he was playing a spicy audiobook through his speakers. This was during the vid, so he didn't speak to the customers and his trunk wasn't attached to the car. So I'm assuming he thought I couldn't hear, but I 100% heard everything. And I only know it was an erotica because it was a very spicy scene.
Oh boy.
It also sounded like it was between a brother and sister.
What?
Game of Thrones.
He was just reading Game
He
of
was just
Thrones.
reading Game of Thrones.
Just an unfortunate sequence from Game of Thrones.
That sucks.
I quickly dispensed that order and got the heck out of there. There were also rumors that people have had spicy sleep in the freezer at the one I worked at. I don't know how true that is, but I did accidentally get my coworker/friend in trouble for making out with her boyfriend in the cooler.
Wait, what? So you got her in trouble for making out with her boyfriend?
Hey, I'm starting to understand why
Oh.
your name is Trash But Vibing.
Okay, wait. I
You made
totally
out with
read
your
that wrong.
coworker's boyfriend in the freezer.
Wait, no. I think that's how I heard it too. But I think I got my friend in trouble because my friend was making out with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, because I read it how you read it at
That
first
is what
too.
it is.
I was thinking you made out with your friend's boyfriend.
She got it right.
Dang.
Ashley Ware, 4312, says, I worked for Walmart a few years ago and my teeth weren't in the best shape due to no dental insurance, and I have an extreme vitamin D deficiency. I clocked in and was stocking some shelves, and a customer asked for help finding something. Once we found it, we had a small little talk until my manager came up and pulled me to have a talk. We get to the back and she said, I'm giving you a write-up. I asked her for what, and she said, because your teeth are an embarrassment to our establishment and it's not professional the way they look. It's actually very disgusting and inappropriate.
At Walmart, though, what are you protecting there? What image are you trying to display at Walmart?
Again, Walmart managers, throw them into the pit.
Dude.
The pit that we put the people in. Just put them in there.
They better have gotten fired after that comment. That's insane.
I responded with, unless you're going to cover my dental insurance or pay my bill for the visit I can't afford to go to, there's nothing I can do. She then proceeds to tell me if I don't get them fixed, I would be fired.
She's just making up her own rules over here.
I think she is. I told her if this is the case, I need all of this conversation to be included in said write-up. And she did. I was 21 at the time. I'm now 36 and know a lot better than to let any workplace say or do anything like this again. Yeah, I would have been like, oh, what did you just say? That's interesting. I think I'll be contacting our regional manager to discuss the way that, the store level managers are interacting with their employees.
Yeah, I know. Get it in the write-up and then bring that write-up to whoever's above this manager.
Yeah, she's like, I'm writing you up. You're disgusting.
Yeah, you're just like gross and ugly.
No one should be allowed to see you.
Yeah.
If someone talks to you, you say nothing and you point to someone else. You're not allowed to open your mouth anymore when you work.
Fired.
And here's one from one of ours, Natalie Nole.
I knew that name.
Oh my goodness, a guy. There was a Breaking Bad individual who OD'd and passed away in the washroom.
Just right off the bat.
Right out of the gate.
Yep.
My manager who found his body ended up with severe PTSD and left soon after in 2019. Well, that's actually insane.
My God.
That's the first manager I've felt bad for in these stories.
Yeah, that manager deserves to go home on a different reason.
I think that's a full-blown career change.
Deserves to go home and get therapy, not because of a false refund.
DeRed04, also one of our own. I have so many stories from Walmart after working there since 2013. Some funny and some tearjerkers.
Interesting.
One story that sticks is I was a cashier at the time. I'm ringing up this woman's groceries. I start with 3 cartons of orange juice at $1 each. The customer sees the running total and saw that it was $3.25, and she stops me and asks, why is it $3.25? They're supposed to be $1 each, angrily. And then I responded, it's the tax. That's tax.
Tax.
Why are you charging me tax? It's food? You don't charge tax on food? Which, by the way, sales tax, 9%.
Depends the state.
Me, dumbfounded. I said, there are some food products that are taxed. Y'all, it took 2 managers to explain to this woman that some food charges tax. I was ringing up the rest of the stuff. None of her other food charged tax. She bought a big bag of dog food that had more tax on it than the orange juice. She didn't complain about that. She stopped complaining when she saw that this wasn't going anywhere. She goes to pay and she uses an EBT card. For those who don't know, if you're paying with a food stamp card, tax is eliminated from the total during the payment process. So this woman was complaining about a quarter that she didn't need to pay.
Just be patient, my guy. Be patient.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love people who are dumb. I eat it up all day long. Nom, 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 nom. Give me the slop. Nom, 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 nom. I subsist on idiocy. We have another comment from awesome Ashley.
Oh my gosh, all of our people in the house.
I was working at Target and about to finish my probationary period when I was pulled into management office and asked a bunch of questions about when I had taken my break in time I had spent in the break room and then sent back to work. Well, during my next shift, I was pulled into the office again, but there was a police officer there as well. They proceeded to tell me that they had me on camera stealing a wallet out of a locker in the employee locker room. Keeping in mind that I had, within the last few years, suffered a severe brain injury and was still healing. So I tell them that I don't remember doing this and being terrified that I was maybe blacking out or something. So they convinced me to go back to my home to find the wallet so it could be returned And if I did, I could keep my job. So I'm freaking out, and I think that maybe there's something wrong with my brain and I'm missing time and doing things that I'm not aware of, but they've got me convinced that they watched me steal something on camera. So I'm searching everywhere, but I can't find the wallet. So then the police come to the house and arrested me and took me to jail.
What?
My bet is that this was your wallet, right? Maybe they just got confused and you opened your own locker and stole your own wallet.
Honestly, I could see that happening. Did you want to, that is so insane. I need to see the video. I need to see close-ups on the face, close-ups on the wallet. What does it look like? What do I look like?
I need it all.
What's going on?
Okay, I was bailed out the next day by my mom, and we spent the next 6 months in court just trying to get the video. When we got the video, it showed nothing. Ooh, I hope you sue the pants off of Tarjay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. And then my lawyer got a phone call, supposedly from the person whose wallet was stolen, that I had given it back, and then everything just went away, except I never gave anything back to anybody. I don't even know who had their wallet stolen. And that is the end of that story.
What?
You were taken to jail and you had to pay bail for a false charge.
So it was a
Yeah.
person, you don't know whose wallet it was, and then the wallet was returned to that person. That was on video.
Oh my God. No, you need to, I don't know if you did or tried, but you need to find somebody who wants to sue Target for you. Do it.
Now.
We have you on video doing nothing. You're also under arrest.
Because now you've spent so much money in legal fees and everything, and then also
Plus
being
trauma.
sent home from your job. Yeah.
There is no lawsuit to be had. What?
So I don't understand. So how did they get a video of you taking a wallet and then returning the wallet?
And that, folks, is a lesson. Don't work for Tarjay.
That's crazy.
Don't do it.
Wow.
That is the end, though. That is the end of our Walmart stories.
Finishing it out with a Tarjay one.
The end of our crazy retail stories, and the end of this episode, and the end of this stream.
What a world.
But we have some milestones. Jazzy, you've been a member for 11 months. When I worked customer service at Lowe's, we used to get people who would try to return Home Depot items, and our manager would give store credit.
What?
Wow.
These are like worst managers ever.
Yeah, you managers suck.
Why?
God.
Well, that was a fun way to end it.
Yeah.
That was crazy, dude.
So, if you love us, make sure you subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.
Wait! Don't leave yet! We have some bonus stories that we think you'll enjoy, so stay tuned for the next one. Our baby's skin turned different. Now my husband is accusing me of cheating. Different how? He, 26 female, and my significant other, 29 male, just had our first baby. We are over the moon when we discovered the pregnancy, and we were both really excited to have a child together. We wanted to get married next year, and everything was going great. We were happy. By the way, this comes from Wrong Race Baby Throw. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, we both look very white, pale skin, blue eyes, brown and blonde hair. However, my great-great-grandpa was black, and some of his features have popped up here and there in our family. Kinky hair, darker skin, and more black-looking facial characteristics. My significant other knows this and has seen some of my adults and uncles and cousins who have these features. I, however, don't have any myself, and neither does my mom. Our daughter was born 5 days ago, and I guess she just got all the dormant genes in me because she's really dark-skinned compared to us with really curly hair. I think she's adorable, but my significant other flipped. He accused me of cheating and that the baby couldn't possibly be his. I've never given him a reason to suspect me of infidelity, and I've certainly never cheated. We argued about it. I pointed at all my cousins and other relatives who have black features, but he absolutely refused to listen and said our daughter looked too black for that to be a plausible explanation. He stormed out of the hospital, sent me a text an hour later that we were over, and when I got home from the hospital the next day, he wasn't there, and most of his personal belongings were gone. I tried to reach him, but he didn't answer my texts or calls until 3 days later when he told me that he demanded a paternity test to prove that I was a liar, and if I refuse, I'll never see him again. I'm completely broken down and hurt over this. For our entire relationship, he's been so sweet and rational. This is completely unlike him. If he just calmly asked for a paternity test to begin with, I would have been hurt, but I guess I could understand the concerns. Our daughter looks nothing like him. but I don't think our relationship can survive this, even when I proved to him I wasn't lying. Should I go through with the test or just cut my losses here and raise her alone? And there is an edit. I decided to get the test done. I'll update you all when I get the results. I'm still angry, but I guess I understand him a bit better now. There are some relevant comments. F Throwaway says, that's your decision to make. However, in your situation, I would do the paternity test either way. If you decide to leave him, it's a nice big F you to him. And if you decide to stay, he gets his peace of mind. It's a win-win situation, really. I'd be hurt as F if my significant other accused me of cheating, even though I've never shown any signs of it. However, I don't know how I'd react if I had a white girlfriend and the baby came out black. This is probably a 1 in a million type of situation, so I really can't say anything else about it.
It's not a 1 in a million type situation.
Yeah, like,
the baby's not black.
This
the
is a
baby
different-
has like it's seemingly like more Afrocentric features because OP's family does.
Exactly. It's like, this isn't just a situation where like the whole
Yeah.
family is
White
and
as
all
can
of a sudden
be,
that
and
comes
then- yeah.
out. Like that, you know,
Yeah.
sure, I would raise some eyebrows at that, but
Yeah.
but like
But
this
then
is
I'd
a
be like,
different
oh
situation.
wait, let's look at OP's entire family and be like,
right.
oh yeah, I can see where those features. It's like being,
Yeah.
like having two, like you're married to a person that has completely straight hair and you also have
Right.
straight hair, but your entire family has curly hair,
Right.
and then your kid has curly hair,
Yeah.
and the husband's like, how does the kid have curly hair?
Right.
It's
Or
like,
like red hair or something
Yeah,
like that, and the
yeah.
parents don't have red hair. It's like, well, skips generations, guys.
come on, let's
We
do
can-
some.
We can just do a little haha about this and be like, oh wow, haha.
Yeah,
Doesn't look anything like me. Ah.
yeah.
But it's still my child. Jersey Blue Claw says that you're going to need a DNA test for child support, so you may as well get one now. What you choose to do about the relationship is up to you, but you're going to need the child support. OP responds, wow, I've been so caught up in this whole drama and taking care of the baby that I hadn't even thought about child support. You're right. I'll get the test done, if only to make sure that the baby gets the best life possible. Burned Noticed says, people are surprisingly ignorant of how genetics work. Anyway, get the paternity test just for his peace of mind, but understand that your relationship is irreparably broken and that he may sadly never show your daughter the sort of love or affection a father should show his child. This is a heartbreaking situation. I feel most for the baby and you, of course, but that little girl is going to face a lot of challenges in life looking like a black child to white parents. Talk to your more black-looking relatives about this and do research on how to talk to your daughter about her ancestry and prepare her for some of the more stupid, bigoted, ridiculous things that people are bound to say. OP responds, yeah, I imagine things are going to be hard for her, but at least she has a loving mom and a family who can relate to her. I just hope my boyfriend or my ex, I don't even know anymore, will come around and treat her with the respect that he couldn't afford to give me. And OP makes a comment on her family history. 4 generations back, my great-grandpa and all her siblings look really black. My grandma less so. My mom's generation is the first to have completely white-looking kids. And I don't think so. My friends joke that my butt is so big that I must have inherited that, but I don't think big butts are an actual racial trait, just more of a stereotype. Plenty of white girls with big booties. And there is an update of 5 days later.
Ooh-wee. I'm
Wow.
hoping that I think what should happen, they stay divorced. They're like, they get divorced because this is not something that you can come back to easily or come back from easily.
Yeah.
And he finds out that this kid is his, and he's like so overcome with guilt
Yeah.
that he was like, I'm going to raise this child properly.
Yeah, he would have to do so much effort to like earn my trust back after he just accused me of not trusting me, you know, to like make me forgive him. He would have to do so much.
I don't even, at this point, for me, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not even like, oh, I would forgive him. I just want him to parent his kid.
Right.
That's like
That's the most
my
important,
ideal
for
outcome.
sure.
Yeah.
So updates 5 days later. Hey guys, first of all, I want to thank all the original commenters who helped me see my significant other's side and calmed me down enough to take the test. Well, the results are in, and of course, she is his. The whole process was absolutely ridiculous. I got an appointment with the doctor and texted significant other the time and location. He didn't answer, but showed up, and the entire time he didn't say one word to me. And he didn't want to touch or even look at the baby, and left as soon as they had taken a sample, despite the doctor asking him to stay so we could go over a few things. Once he left, I just broke down. And I must say the doctor was really nice, didn't judge me or accuse me of anything, just calmly went over how the test works and told me babies are often born darker than they actually end up being. Baby was an absolute champ, barely fussed when they drew her blood. I got the results yesterday. I texted significant other to the news and asked if he wanted to come over and open it with me. After almost half an hour, he finally responded, yes, he'd like to come over. I'm thinking he either sent it while on his way or he's not staying very far away because he was here in about 15 minutes. Well, we opened it and read the positive test together. He turned white like a sheet and then just started bawling. I had to shush him because he was crying so loudly. And finally, I got an explanation for his flip out. I mentioned in a comment on the old post that he was an only child to very old parents. His dad passed away a few years ago and his mom lives alone a few hours drive from us. I haven't met her often, but she seems pleasant enough. Turns out she hates me. She absolutely hates my guts and always has. I had no idea about this. She's always acted kind of snobby, sure, but I had no idea that she disliked me this much. When significant other called her to tell her the good news 8 months back, when we discovered the pregnancy, she started crying. He never told me this. And as the months passed, she continued being super negative about the whole thing and saying that she doubted the baby was actually his. I was below them. Poor people cheat because they were raised in effed up environment. What the F?
I'm
OP
sorry.
says.
He's okay. I'm calling you right now. I mean, I can see where this is going.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell OP, well, my mother, she spent months telling me that you would cheat on me, and then I saw the baby, and the baby wasn't what I expected the baby to look like, and I just snapped.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I had a family member who was going on and saying terrible things about my partner who I was having a child with,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
None of this makes me understand him.
No.
more. Or maybe I understand
Yeah, it
what
doesn't
he's saying.
excuse it.
Not at all. Not
I would
at
be
all.
like, oh, okay, so you listened to your mother for months while she just spewed vitriol at me
right. We
and
didn't even
stand up for me.
Yeah.
And then when you saw the baby, instead of talking to me, you believed your mom.
Right. You believed that I could possibly cheat on you.
Are you going to believe mommy every time?
Come on.
Every time something comes up about me, you're going to believe mommy?
Oh, you poor victim. You poor victim. And instead of talking to me about this, significant other kept silent while constantly doubting me more and more. Baby being black just put the final nail in the coffin that his mother was right and I was a good-for-nothing cheating witch. After telling me all of this, we just sat in silence for a while. Finally, he asked if he could hold the baby. I was still angry as heck, but decided that holding her was his right. He's her father, after all. I went and got her from her crib, let him have her, and he started crying again, which scared her, and she started crying too. So they were just sitting there bawling together for a while. Finally, he stopped, handed her back, and asked if he could come home. I was kind of taken aback. I didn't expect him to just flat out ask that already. I laid out everything I said in the last thread, how insanely disrespectful and childish he had been, how he'd horribly broken my trust, and hadn't talked to me about his mom's poisonous and ignorant comments, completely ignores me for 3 days, not telling me where he is or if he's even alive, and then he just waltzes in and wants to start living here again. I told him if he ever wanted to have some inkling of a chance of mending the relationship, we had to go to couples therapy ASAP. And from now on, he will answer my calls and messages unless he has an emergency and can't. He will not be staying here for a while. And finally, he needs to tell his mom to back the F off. She will not be seeing the baby until she apologizes to me in person. And you guys can always see us or listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, whatever your favorite podcast app is. Just search OK Storytime because you've got full episodes with more stories just like this one. Just like this one. And there is a little bit more to the story. I like that she's setting some boundaries.
Me too.
I would be so pissed.
I would be so mad.
Pissed, dude.
Oh, okay. But I do appreciate that she's not letting him off easy. She's like, you're not staying here for a minute, and you have to put up all these boundaries with your mom.
Yeah. Like, no, this is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. The entire past few days have been terrible, and you need to fix that.
And also, I think he needs to do some like inner self work because he had a lot of thoughts on his baby daughter. About her race and like how she looked. And I feel like you need to really, really question your internal biases.
Yeah.
Because you're about to parent a child who does look darker than you. And there are, like the comment said, there are going to be people who question that, people who make comments about her. Do you know how to take care of her hair? Because it seems like she has curly hair. You know, like you have to be on top of this.
Yeah.
Because you already let your biases take you away from your newborn daughter.
But there is a little bit more to the story. He immediately agreed and finally told me how sorry he was for this whole fiasco. I'm not sure if I can forgive him for this, but I'm going to try. We had an amazing life before this, and I hope that with a lot of work, we can have it again. My significant other also finally told me that he was staying in a hostel, but it's not very expensive, so he can stay there for a while longer. The baby is doing great considering how many stress hormones she must have been drinking from me these last few days. Her hair is falling out, but the doctor told me that it was normal and babies often lose most or all of the hair that they're born with. I'm hoping her new hair will grow in blonde. That would make her even cuter. Thank you all for your help on the last thread. My mom agreed with many of you and thinks I'm absolutely nuts for trying to work things out, but I think it'd be best for everyone if we at least give it a shot, especially the baby. And that is the end of that story.
My husband asked to be poly, so I'm divorcing him.
Well, that's up to you guys.
I, 26 female, and my husband, 27 male, have been married for just over a year and together for 4. We spent a long time before getting married talking about what we wanted out of being married, so I thought we were on the same page about all the important things. I do love him very much. He's sweet, helpful, and generally my dream partner. Until last week. By the way, this comes from FarSafety9543, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, out of the blue, he sat down one night and said he wanted to talk about something. I thought it was just something minor he was frustrated about, or a bad day at work or something. Instead, he talked about how he found out that his best guy friend and his wife are polyamorous. He and his friend have been talking about it more, and he thinks he might like to try it and wondered what I thought. I felt instantly sick to my stomach. We've always had great spicy sleep life, and he's never given me any reason to think he was interested in anyone else. I told him that I'm not interested in being in a polyamorous relationship. I want to be monogamous with him for the rest of my life. If I had stopped there, I don't think it would have gotten so bad. But then he asked if I would read about it and then decide. I said no. I already know how I feel about it. He asked if I would at least think about it, and for some reason, that just did something to me. Like instant revulsion kind of upset. I got up and told him that I was too upset to keep talking and that I needed some space, so I would sleep in the guest room that night and we could talk later. Ever since that night, I had the biggest ick anytime I saw him. He kept trying to backtrack, but I know he meant what he said about wanting to be polyamorous. It's not so much that he brought it up, it's the 2 other asks after I already said I would never be comfortable with it. It's like that didn't matter to him. He thought he could convince me, and it makes me feel awful. What else is he going to pressure me about if I say no? And if he already wants to sleep with someone else, how can I ever trust him not to do it behind my back? I'm still sleeping in the guest room, and I'm thinking of just asking for a divorce now, when it would be simpler to divide everything up and go our separate ways instead of waiting until years down the line when I get my heart broken. He could go do whatever he wants, and I could find someone who just wants a good, solid, monogamous relationship with me. The idea is unaliving me, but I feel like it's gonna hurt no matter what I do. While I do still love him, I don't think I can ever unhear or unsee my husband asking me for an open relationship, and the idea of him touching me makes me feel ill. He's upset and frustrated that I'm punishing him for asking a question, but I honestly don't know what he expected to happen. There is a part of me that thinks maybe divorcing him is being overdramatic, but also the ick is so strong that I don't have much hope of getting back to where we were. Am I the a-hole? And there is an edit and an update, but what do you think?
I don't think you're the a-hole.
No.
It's not like he just asked, like, hey,
Can we think about this? No, he
Yeah.
said, can we think about this? And you said no. And he said, can we think about this though? And you said no. And he
Right.
said, but can you think about this?
yeah.
And you said, I hate you now.
Right, because this also isn't like, hey, like, let's start a business. You know what I mean?
No,
It's not
this is,
like,
hey, can I cheat on you?
yeah, right, exactly. Because it's like some people, you know, just are polyamorous and some people aren't.
Yeah.
That's really all
Yeah.
it is. It's not a punishment for not being polyamorous.
Like if he wants to go find someone who wants a polyamorous relationship, for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah,
But you don't want that.
Yeah.
So if he does it, it is cheating
yeah, this
because
isn't,
you don't want that.
Exactly. It's not a punishment. He's just trying to play the victim.
Yeah. Edit. Gosh, this is a lot of replies. I'm reading through them as best I can. I'm going to take the advice to get an STI test, and my gyno is going to work me in today for that. I don't think he would physically cheat, but better safe than sorry. I do think there is probably someone he's interested in, probably. Possibly his friend's wife, or maybe even his friend. He's never expressed being bi, but that doesn't mean he isn't. I don't know them very well, so I can't speculate on their role in all of this. I'm going to be charitable and assume that there are no machinations from their end, and he just picked this up from his friend and ran with it. I want to be clear that I'm not ignoring him. We can talk about whatever else is going on, but I'm not ready to continue this conversation with him, and he knows that. I want to be calm for that, and his behavior is not really conducive to a sense of calm right now. Every time he brings it up, it makes me a little more disgusted with him, but he seems intent on digging the hole instead of letting things settle. That and not taking the first no for an answer is a bigger issue than the poly ask for me. I think I'm going to meet with a lawyer just to go over options. At this point, I don't have a lot of faith in counseling changing how I feel about him now, but I would be willing to try a few sessions to say we gave it a shot. I'll throw that out there tonight and see what he says. Edit 2. He doesn't think counseling is necessary. He just wants to go back to the way things were before bringing it up. I've told him that's not an option. You can't unbreak a bone, it has to heal instead. I asked him if he had someone in mind, and he said no, but he's not a very good liar, and I don't really believe him. He says it was just an idea, and there's no one, and nothing has happened. But he also doesn't want to show me the messages between him and his friend, so I can understand the content of the conversation they had. I will respect his choice, but it's enough to convince me that there is something he's hiding, even if it's not an affair in progress, and that's a problem. I've got an appointment with a lawyer in a few days. I'm going to wait until after that to make a decision, and I'm going to take a short trip alone to see my grandparents this weekend to get some fresh air and perspective. I'll try to update next week after all the test results come back, and I've had a chance to look at all the facts with a professional. Thank you for your kind support and advice. And there are some comments and an update, folks.
I think he's silly.
I think he's very silly. I'm sorry. He's like, I just want to go back to the way we were before. I don't want to go counseling.
Yeah.
It's like you're the one who kept pushing.
Right.
You could have gone back when your wife said no, and you could have been like, okay, she said no.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that.
Yeah, like I wonder if he's feeling like embarrassed or something because of or with like how he's wanting to go back or something, but it's like, okay, well, like this is obviously something you want to try. Again, it's not like it's you wanted to take a different route to the function, like it's
this is like life-changing for your relationship.
Yeah, this is something like about you. Yeah, and that will affect your relationship. So if you just drop it and ignore it, it's not going to disappear. It's still going to be under there. And
you still want to do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to do it and your wife does not want to do it, then
right.
Is this a deal breaker?
Right. And the counseling can probably help him too. Like really understand these feelings.
Why he's asking for this.
So,
Comment 1. Had some sympathy for you until you said you're going to meet with an attorney behind his back. That's quite the dang leap. Sounds like you just want a way out at this point. Just leave. OP says, my dad is a lawyer and he likes to say that anyone who tells you not to get legal advice when you're vulnerable is part of the reason the relevant laws were written to start with. So don't trust them. They just don't like it when the prospective victim comes properly informed and prepared. If he was talking to a lawyer right now, I absolutely wouldn't blame him. If he gets mad about it, that's another mark in the get out column. Part of seeking legal advice in this situation is also finding a way to allow him a graceful exit. If that's what happens, because his family are mostly religious conservatives and it would be a rough road for him if they found out why the divorce was happening. So if I decide to go, I want to be able to suggest a plan that protects him as well as me. I have no interest in raking him over the coals publicly. Comment 2. This will upset someone, but a man who will share you spicily doesn't love you. I don't think that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
Again, there are polyamorous relationships that are very healthy.
Right.
And that work great for those people. Comment 3, this marriage is over and you need to get out. And I definitely would not have unprotected spicy sleep with this man because he's likely already cheating. OP says, I don't think spicy sleep will be a problem right now. I don't even want to be touched, but I probably will take some advice from the thread and get an STI test to be on the safe side. Comment 4, these comments are out of pocket. You are absolutely the a-hole for how you're handling this. Not necessarily for leaving. Is this rage bait? Your partner brings something to you in what he thinks is a safe space, and you shut him down before even knowing what he's asking about. Your post makes it clear you don't know what polyamory is. You refuse to A, learn anything more about it when asked, and B, refuse to even humor him and think about it for more than 30 seconds it took to run through the convo you relayed. You then proceed to passive-aggressively punish him and look for the exit immediately when he tries to frantically backtrack. What happened to forgiveness, giving grace, or better or worse, my lord? How you should have handled this. Gently but firmly told him that you were against the idea of anything other than monogamy, but that because you loved him, you'd read a little bit more about the lifestyle and really consider it. Then read an article or two, and as soon as the next day, once you guys have both had time to sleep on it, told him, look, I read X, Y, and Z thing about it as a favor to you, but I'm still wildly uncomfortable with it. After sleeping on it, I can assure you I'm not ever going to want something other than monogamy. So the same exact thing, just longer.
Yeah.
So the same exact response,
Right.
just make him wait a day.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Huh?
Like,
Huh?
wh-
That doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't make sense.
This commenter's stupid.
It doesn't make sense. That's kind of like coming out to your partner as trans and then
Yeah.
expecting your partner to also transition.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's, you know, like a
Yes.
right? Like
Yes,
like it's-
actually, yeah.
You could still be accepting of the partner
Yeah.
and like of their choices and stuff like that, but like it's just not for you.
Give him an opportunity to say, okay, honey, thanks for considering it. I really appreciate you taking this seriously. If he doesn't, then he's showing you a lot. You can't extrapolate from one silly convo. Anyway, you're the a-hole for not making a safe space for your spouse and giving less than no grace. OP says, I know what polyamory is. Yeah. Like, what is that comment? What is it talking about?
So crazy.
I'm sorry, if my partner came to me and said, hey, I'm into polyamory, let's
Yeah.
try it out. I personally don't want that. So
Right.
I would say no. And if they said, no,
Right.
but you haven't even looked into it, I'd say, I actually know a lot about polyamory.
Yeah.
No.
It's like
It's still no.
The reason I'm saying no is because I know what it is.
Yeah.
And I know I don't want
If
that.
I didn't know what it was, I would say, what's that, honey?
Yeah.
I know what polyamory is. I don't need to consider to know that there are absolutely no conditions under which I would ever be comfortable having anything but a mutually monogamous, romantic, and spicy relationship. I know what my boundaries are, and so does he. We talked about these kinds of things before we got married. There's nothing to forgive, really. If that's what he wants, I respect him less for backtracking. It means he's wishy-washy and unreliable. He won't stand behind what he says if there are consequences. I think that's part of the revulsion I feel. Not only did he pitch something he knows full well goes against my core values, and then persist when I said no, he can't even stand by it afterwards. Like, it would be better if he had just said, I would like to try this, but I hear you when you say you aren't interested at all. This isn't a deal breaker for me, so let's talk about that part. Instead of, it was just a question, it's not that important. Stop refusing to touch me because you're uncomfortable and need space to calm down. I don't like it. And that's the end of that story.
My husband took his mistress into our home, so I took my name off the lease.
Get out of my house!
I, 53 female, have been married to my husband, 48 male. We will call him Richard, aka Wiener, for almost 17 years. Our marriage has not been perfect, especially the last 4 years. I suspected Wiener of cheating, but never could catch him. By the way, this comes from Tiny Woodpecker 7523 on the Charlotte Dobre YouTube subreddit. But if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, until a couple of years ago, I ended up in the ER because of a not so fresh feeling. I loved my husband very much, but this was the last straw. And this wasn't even the girlfriend he is seeing now. We will call her Jane, 43 female. Oh, the ER trip was more than enough proof that he wasn't being faithful. I have not been with anyone other than him for the eternity of our marriage, so I openly told him I was looking for a job closer to my family and leaving him to go there. I took a contract for a year. I left in 2023 and moved 1,100 miles away to be near my family. Wiener and I texted it daily. Some was arguing, other conversation was more serious and sounded like he wanted to reconcile, so I still wasn't sure. He assured me that there was no one there with him in our home, but he is also a habitual liar. So I got in my car one night and drove all the way to my former residence. I arrived at 5:30 in the morning. I was tired, but oddly enough, Wiener was awake and met me on the porch in his robe. He was clearly not expecting me, so I proceeded to go inside and he tried to step in the way. I continued to go inside. Now we introduce Jane, standing in my kitchen, cooking in a robe only. So I said, "How are you? I'm Wiener's wife." Needless to say, it wasn't a pleasant visit. Not only did I have to go get a hotel and Airbnb, but Jane was living there. This apparently happened 3 weeks after I left. This goes back and forth for the last couple of years where she's there, next she's leaving, next she's there. And now they are supposedly in love. WTF ever. Whatever. Okay, so to the lease part. My name was still on the lease to the house. On paper and even off paper. Wiener didn't qualify on his own. So I have been more than generous to not take my name off so he didn't have to face moving. I know I shouldn't care. I'm just not that person. Well, now here we are, and I moved back here for a job about 9 months ago. He was trying to have his cake and eat it too, telling both of us what we wanted to hear and playing both sides, lying through his teeth. However, I just got a new job, and I needed a home that was central to the 3 locations that I will be splitting my time between. I got a $24K a year raise with this job, so I couldn't turn it down. Well, the landlord who leased us the first house had a bigger house that was central to all 3 locations. It couldn't have been more perfect. So I called her and told her that I don't live at the other house anymore. I applied for this house and I am standing in the house typing this to all you potatoes. She has known me for 10 years and knows that I will take care of my responsibilities and this house. So now Wiener is pissed off and he can now be referred to as Richard Noggin. He has started telling everyone that I did this on purpose because I'm trying to make him homeless. I have now filed for a divorce from Mr. Noggin. I don't think he should have the financial benefit of a wife on paper and not want the wife. He also tried to financially ruin me. This has been an emotionally difficult time. I have been struggling a lot, but I am going to be fine with this new job. Now I know I should have divorced him a long time ago. It was hard to just unlove someone you've been with for a third of your life. I know I'm trauma bonded. So my name came off the other lease and he is having to fill out an application for the house that he has lived in for 10 years. Technically, he doesn't qualify because he can't produce any stubs, banking info, or anything. He runs a cash business as a mechanic from the house. So now he said that I knew what I was doing and wanted to put him out in the street. Am I the a-hole for not keeping my name on the lease to be the financial cushion my husband thinks I should be for him and his girlfriend?
No.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
definitely
your
not.
husband's cheating on you and then was like, well, I'm going to keep all of this house and stuff and keep cheating on you and you're going to be fine with it. No.
Right. Absolutely not. No, this is he doesn't want you.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you.
Divorce.
Not enough to put in the actual effort to treat you right.
And not cheat on you.
Yeah. So of course you're just going to leave and take your money.
Literally you expect, how did he think this was going to go?
Right. Oh, you want me to be homeless.
No, I want you to not be in my life anymore because you cheated on me.
I wanted you to be monogamous, but you didn't want that apparently.
Couldn't handle that.
Couldn't handle that. Now you get to deal with being alone.
Exactly.
Opie says, I don't think I am, but that's how he is portraying it. I finally have the courage to stand up for myself and not let him walk all over me. So am I the a-hole? Thanks. And there is an update. First, I want to start by saying thank you for all of the support and the advice that was given. I have read each of your comments and suggestions and have actually done a couple of them. I'm continuing my counseling, and I have been a lot braver this week when my soon-to-be ex has continued to F around and find out. So here goes the drama for the last few days. As of June 30th, my name officially came off the lease. My landlord was more than happy to take it off, and she also signed me a new lease for a nicer, bigger house that was much more convenient to my new job. My soon-to-be ex has been blowing up my phone, whining on how he has to come up with pay stubs, and he is already late on his rent, and why couldn't I leave well enough alone?
What the heck? I don't understand.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you doing this to me? She's not doing anything.
She's not doing anything.
You cheated on her, so she's leaving you.
Yeah, well enough alone is like leaving the relationship without an argument or something like that.
Yeah.
Not like continuing to pay for your house.
That's what it feels like. It feels like he wants her to stay in this relationship.
Yeah.
Continue to pay for everything.
Yeah.
And be fine with it.
Yeah.
Huh?
He even went as far as to threaten to get me fired for my new job. So I took a restraining order out on him, and it was granted. He cannot call, text, speak, or be within 500 feet of me anytime, anywhere. And he thinks that I will be financially responsible for any damage that he causes to the house. Well, it's F around and find out time, because the state that I live in now has a law that legally states that I am no longer responsible for anything to do with the home that he and his girlfriend are now completely responsible for. I am a protected person according to the protective order and am absolved of any and every responsibility on that with him. Yay. Also, he cannot pester me at work, cannot call my job or come on to the campus, or he will be arrested immediately. So thanks for all the encouragement. I definitely pulled my big girl britches up and looked up a few things in order to start completely removing him from my life. The process has been started. Thanks again. And I know for sure that I am not the a-hole. He now has to learn to fend for himself and grow up. He is not my problem. And there is a second update.
Ooh-wee. I hope it just says, he's really not my problem.
Yeah, right? Because that last update seemed like it wrapped up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going to happen
It better
here.
be good still for OP.
Update number 2. I am getting moved into my new place, and in the other post, I was answering someone about whether I thought the girlfriend was going to go on the lease with the soon-to-be ex, Richard Noggin. Well, I received a phone call. She is not all that excited on going on a new lease with him for any length of time. Matter of fact, she only wants to go month to month. Soon-to-be ex is crying that I've ruined his life, and she is tired of hearing the whining. Apparently, I'm not so sure if this is true, she had no idea that I was still on the lease, which she questioned him extensively about. He made up all kinds of excuses as to why, but the truth is that he doesn't qualify on his own to get the lease. He needed my financial credentials. She told him to get a job. She also is telling me that she is figuring out exactly why I left in the first place. My response to her was, after 17 years, don't you think that I would have had a really good reason to leave after that long? There are two sides to a story, and somewhere in there is the actual truth. So the conversation was really interesting, and after she got some answers to her questions, it ended peacefully. But I surprised her when she started to tell me things about the two of them, and I cut her off by telling her that they were not my concern. It was between the two of them, and I didn't want to know. But now the girlfriend is in jail. Why? She got caught taking security tags off of things in the store, and then when her name was run by the police, 2 felony warrants. Apparently, the warrants are for not showing up to court, and it has been so habitual, there is no security bond available. 2 $10,000 cash only.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. You really think that OP is the one who's going to make you homeless?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Come on, man.
Now your affair partner's got $20,000
Yeah,
of
yeah.
debt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe that's why she was so like peeved about him not having a job and not being
Yeah,
able
I
to
was like, I
pay for it.
need you to have money.
Yeah, I was like, I can't afford this, so
Yeah.
you have to. So I think she'll be stuck there for a minute. By the way, you can get stuck listening to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, whatever your favorite podcast app is. Just search Showcase Storytime, because we've got full episodes with more stories just like this one.
Heck yeah, we do.
Get on over there. There is a little bit more to the story, but what a mess.
So
over there.
messy. OP, I think it's just you divorce him,
Yeah.
which you have, or you are,
Yeah.
and leave him well enough alone.
Exactly.
Whenever he comes crying to you, block.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
have to engage with him.
Right. You've already got the restraining order.
Yeah.
That's just extra drama that you just get to
Mhm.
hear about of what
Exactly.
they have to deal with.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
not
go,
you.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Not my problem.
Not my problem.
My opinion or my observation is this. It's almost the first of the month. Who is coming up with rent for him? Not me. As I've learned with this entire situation, what you put out into this world, whether it be goodness or by being a terrible person, it has a way of coming back to you. And when it comes around, boy, does it. So, I am settling into my new place, new job, and new life. Sounds like the other two have a lot to work out, and I love saying, not my problem. Thank you to all in this group who have commented and supported this journey. I continue to pray daily, and I am proud of all I have accomplished. One day at a time. I am living my best life and being the best I can be every day. Thank you all again. And that is the end of that story.